Minnie and Moo go to the moon. Moo thinks. The farmer stopped the tractor. He dusted himself off and walked into the farmhouse. He stopped at the screen door and took off his boots. He hung up his hat on an old nail and went into the house. Moo looked at Minnie. She pointed at the tractor. She pointed at the hay baler. "We can do that," she said. Minnie took the straw out of her mouth. "Do what?" she asked. "Drive that tractor," said Moo. "Oh, Moo, Moo," said Minnie. "You have been thinking again." "It was only a small think," said Moo. Minnie put her arm around Moo. "Moo," she said, "we are cows. Cows give milk. It is what we do. The farmer cannot give milk. That is why farmers drive tractors and cows do not." "No," said Moo. "I have been thinking. What does the farmer have that we do not?" "Hands and feet," said Minnie. "No," said Moo. "Boots and a hat." Moo explains. "Boots and a hat?" said Minnie. "Yes," said Moo. "Boots and a hat. When the farmer is outside, he puts on his boots and his hat. Then he drives the tractor. When he goes inside, he takes off his boots and hangs his hat on a nail." "He does not drive the tractor. He cannot drive the tractor without his hat or his boots," said Moo. "But Moo," said Minnie. "Think," said Moo, tapping her head. "Use your brain. Have you ever seen the farmer drive the tractor in his house?" "No," said Minnie. "But, see," said Moo, "he cannot drive the tractor without boots and a hat." "Moo," said Minnie, "we do not have boots. We do not have a hat. We cannot drive the tractor." Moo looked at the farmer's porch. She looked at the boots. She looked at the hat hanging on a nail. She looked at Minnie and smiled. "I get to wear the hat," said Minnie. The magic words. Moo put on the farmer's boots. She climbed onto the tractor. "Ready?" she shouted. Minnie put on the farmer's hat. "Ready!" she yelled. Moo moved a lever. She stepped on the gas. The tractor didn't move. Moo pulled a handle. She stepped on a pedal. The tractor was quiet. "Try the magic words," said Moo. "The ones the farmer shouts when the tractor won't start." "Okay," said Minnie. "You cheesy piece of junk! You broken down, no good, rusty bucket of bolts!" Moo turned the key. The tractor grumbled. "Try it again," shouted Moo. "This time kick the tires after you say the magic words." Moo turned the key again. Minnie shouted, "You cheesy piece of junk! You broken down, no good, rusty bucket of bolts!" She kicked the tires. "Roar!" went the tractor. "Whoosh!" went the hay baler. Flight. Minnie jumped back on the tractor. "Look at that!" she shouted. Hay bales rolled out behind them. "I'm so proud," said Moo. "I could sing. The hills are alive with the sound of music." Suddenly, the tractor crashed into the pigsty. Mud flew up. Pigs grunted. "Duck!" Minnie shouted. A pig whizzed by. "That was no duck," shouted Moo. "Slow down," yelled Minnie. "I can't," yelled Moo. "We're going faster." Clouds of dust filled the sky. The tractor crashed into the chicken coop, and eggs rained down. Chickens flew into the hay baler. The tractor went faster and faster. It roared through the hayfield. It roared over the hill. It roared into the air. "We're flying!" shouted Moo. "We're in outer space!" shouted Minnie. On the moon. Crash went the tractor. Bash went the hay baler. They spun around and around. Dust and rocks flew everywhere. Then they stopped. It was quiet. "Where are we?" asked Moo. Minnie waved the dust away. She looked at all the rocks. She looked at the big hole they were sitting in. "I knew it," said Minnie. "We're on the moon." "The moon?" said Moo. Moo stepped off the tractor. "This does not look like the moon. The moon is made of cheese," she said. Minnie walked over to Moo. "Moo," she said, "look around you. What do you see?" "Well, I see a big hole. I see the farmer's tractor. I see the hay baler. They are sitting at the bottom of a big hole," said Moo. "Crater," said Minnie. "On the moon, a hole's a crater." "Look," said Moo. "Snow." Feathers drifted down from the sky. "The moon is very cold," said Minnie. "It does not feel cold," said Moo. "The moon is a very strange place." "It is," said Minnie. "Look over there. There are some moonsters." Attack of the moonsters. 6 chickens stared at Minnie and Moo. Their feathers were gone. They were mad. "They look like chickens," said Moo. "Don't be silly," said Minnie. "There are no chickens on the moon." "Moo, don't you understand? Didn't you know? There's no air on the moon. Chickens need air to breathe. Use your brain," she said, tapping her head. "These are monsters, not chickens. Chickens have feathers." "Minnie," said Moo, "I have been thinking. If there is no air, how can we..." Suddenly, the chickens pecked at Minnie and Moo. "Ouch!" cried Minnie. Minnie jumped up and down. "Ouch, ouch, ouch!" "Run, Minnie!" shouted Moo. "Ouch, ouch, ouch!" "Start the tractor!" yelled Minnie. "Say the magic words!" shouted Moo. "You cheesy piece of ouch! Junk, ouch! You rusty, ouch! Bucket of ouch, ouch! Bolts! You broken down, no good, ouch, ouch!" "Hurry, Moo!" cried Minnie. "Kick the tires!" shouted Moo. "Turn the key!" shouted Minnie. Roar went the tractor. Whoosh went the hay baler. The tractor shot up the crater and flew into the air. Home again. Sploosh! The tractor landed in the duck pond. The hay baler groaned. The tractor moaned. It hissed a cloud of steam. Minnie and Moo climbed out of the pond. They looked back at the tractor. The farmer's hat and one of his boots floated on the water. "Uh-oh," said Moo. "Here comes the farmer." "Run!" said Minnie. Minnie and Moo jumped over the fence. "Quick!" said Moo. "Get down." "Eat some grass," said Minnie. The farmer walked to the pond. He looked at his tractor. He looked at his hay baler. He looked at the holes in his hat. He picked up his boot and poured the water out of it. farmer saw two cows eating grass. "Is he still looking at us?" asked Moo. "I think he's looking at you," said Minnie. "Me?" said Moo. "Why me?" "You're wearing his other boot," said Minnie. "Uh-oh," said Moo. The end. Please subscribe.